So when I was 19, I met a producer from Columbia Records. He was 28, and that doesn't sound like too odd these days, but back in that day, he was really robbing the cradle. But he liked me, and he wanted to promote me in music, and so he was also associated with Sun Records, and so he started trying to set me up as a backup singer. And he called me one day and said, Isaac Hayes has, and everybody knew who Isaac Hayes was in Memphis. He says, Isaac Hayes has a need for a fourth backup singer, and could you be available to do that? And it was nothing you would know, so it wasn't Shaft or anything cool. I mean, it was some no name, but he was working on some music. And I said, sure, I'd love to. And I did have guts. I'll have to say I had guts. I did not know if I had a lot of sense, but I sure had guts back then. And so we go into the studio, and I literally walked into the sound studio where the backup singers were, and I saw three of the most beautiful women I had ever seen in my life. And here I am, this red-headed, freckle-faced, skinny girl that is way young, and I'm walking in the middle of them, and I'm thinking I'm going to be able to do this. So then I got scared. I got a little bit scared because I thought, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. They were so sweet. They were so sweet. I was like their daughter. I mean, they just, don't you worry about it. We got this. And they had, our charts out. So then Isaac Hayes came in on the other side at the board. He looked in the sound studio and he saw me. And he goes, where'd she come from? And they told him the name of the producer, and he said, she can do it. And he said, well, girl, you're going to have to sing for me. Well, I was terrified. Then all of a sudden I got terrified. The only thing I knew to do was to try to sing something close to what he wanted. So I started singing Respect. And maybe it was that I started singing Respect by Aretha Franklin, and he thought, well, she's asking me to respect her little red-headed, freckle-faced, skinny butt or whatever. But I sang, what you want, baby, I got it. And what you need, I got it. All I'm looking for is a little respect or whatever. I sang the first line, and he goes, you staying. He was laughing at me at this point. He said, you staying, you okay. So that happened to me. I got through that. And then another thing that happened to me while I was dating that producer is he was always looking for drive-by musicians that were locals in Memphis. And so he called me one night and said, Jerry Lee Lewis is going to be at this club in Overton Square, which is it actually has been regrown in Memphis and it's popular again, called The Bachelor in Three, and he needs another piano player because it was a dueling piano kind of bar, and there were two baby grands in there. He's going to be coming by, but it's probably going to be about 3 o'clock in the morning because it was an after-hours bar. He said, do you want to be the one on the other piano? And I went, yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be very cool. I was still 19, still had the guts, not much sense. And so I showed up and asked a few questions about the piano. And Jerry Lee Lewis came in after about 3:30, and he was drunk. I mean, he was toasted, and could still play the piano like nobody's business. And we played Great Balls of Fire, and I played on the other side, and he told me what he wanted me to do, and I did exactly what he told me because I was raised right, and I did what I was supposed to do with somebody that was famous. So I played Great Balls of Fire with Jerry Lee Lewis at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I won't forget that.